Namkelekile kuSIYATHETHA lessons. Molweni nonke.
So SIYATHETHA came about in the middle of our lockdown. I've known Mama Mvui my entire life. In fact, Mama used to actually carry me on her back when I was a baby. And so she has been my mama for a very, very long time. And during the lockdown, what had happened is Mama had lost some of the sort of families that she was working for, and myself and a group of friends actually have been speaking about learning isiXhosa for the longest time, and we hadn't sort of just found the right mix, the right time, the right anything. And the lockdown came and you had so much time, and well, in a time when Mama needed some additional income, we were like, wow, there's a skill that we really could like benefit from. We all have some extra time to learn. What a perfect time to just sort of pick this up. And so I had a conversation with Mama one day, and she was super excited for it. I don't think anybody knew what was happening. I knew nothing about putting an online course together. That is not my skill set. And so I called up Ash. Ash is an educational specialist. And I said, Ash, like, how do you put together a language course? I have no idea, but Mama knows how to speak a language. I just have no idea how we go about teaching it.
I'll never forget the day when Tam messaged me on WhatsApp. She's like, hey, I just want to run an idea by you. Can I call you on WhatsApp? So I'm like, sure. I was sitting in the study, I was working, and she had this brilliant idea. And immediately my brain as a language teacher, I was like, okay, conversational. We need to do a conversational course. We need to make it easy and accessible for people. And I absolutely just love the heart behind it and Tam's motivation to help Mama. And then we met with Mama. Mama, tell us about the day we met with you the first time. Oh. Tell us what you thought.
The day I met Nosipho, I sit with Temi in the kitchen. The first day she told me about SIYATHETHA, and she told Mama, I want something exciting for you. I just say myself, oh, I wonder what is it? Because she asked me long time already to come to the laundry to learn to iron. But she never came. Then I was thinking about she's going to come to the laundry to learn to iron. Then no, she didn't come for that. She said, Mama, I want to change your life. Then I said, what? And then she told me. Then I say, what? Tell me. Then she said, okay, Mama, you know, you don't have enough days. How many days? Then I tell her, I'm working 3 days, tell me. The one I'm working twice a month, and it's only the 2 days, Tuesday and Friday. And say, okay, Mama, are you free on Mondays? And I say, yes, tell me. Then say, oh, okay, I've got a friend of mine, Eshka, she's coming today. Then we're gonna talk about it. We want you, Mama, to teach us isiXhosa. Then I said, teaching is a big thing, most to do. Then I say, oh, I'm a domestic worker now. I'm gonna be a teacher. Then I say, oh my God, please help me. So I was so nervous the whole afternoon that day. Then Nosipho came and we had tea, and she introduced herself to me. She's Eshka, and I just tell her, okay, I tell her my name, and she said, I must call her Nosipho, because she got that name from the lady that was working for her mother. Then I said, okay, Nosipho, and I give this lady the Xhosa name, Nomti. Then this is Nosipho and Nomti. Then it was very exciting to me. Then I felt so happy to be at SIYATHETHA. I'm using my language, I'm sharing my language to the people that I don't know how to speak Xhosa. So I also learn from them, because sometimes you're not perfect to the English language. In my culture, I'm getting perfect in English, because they just put me also, we are sharing the languages. I give them the Xhosa, they give me more English. SIYATHETHA is changing lives. It's changing your mood, the way you think. It's changing your life like this. You know, you are helping somebody, you are also getting help. You are putting more income in your extra income in your pocket. And the people, these people creating SIYATHETHA, they giving their hearts to help the other people to make their lives better. So I benefit a lot, because when you see look at your phone, you hear your phone click, click, then you see the money. money, then I'm so happy. Then I know now I've got that extra money. Because I've got 2 years boy, then it's taking a lot of money from me.
Can I say something as well? I think just on a broader scale in South Africa, we understand the circumstances and the disparity that currently exists between various people. And so I know the main motivation behind SIYATHETHA, which means conversations that empower, is that there's a transfer of wealth, a real conscious effort to make sure that people who have groups who have historically been disadvantaged and discriminated against and don't have as much access, get wealth, get access and upskill to be able to use what you have, which is your language. I mean, it's your mother tongue, to actually make an income from it. And I don't know if I'm jumping ahead, but the vision is big. It's not just mama. We want multiple teachers. We want multiple languages. We want this thing to blow up. And then at the same time, for a transfer to happen, more people can learn the languages, the beautiful languages that are African languages in South Africa. Because I think it's a travesty if we only can speak English or Afrikaans, and some people can only speak one language, English or Afrikaans. So people who dare to dream big and have the audacity to think that they can change the world, those are the type of people that we want to be. And I think I just want to make it clear that this has been an equal partnership between all three of us. It's never been just Tammy, Nomti, just Nosipo, just Mama. It's always been in conversation, and Mama's been an integral part of how the curriculum has even been set up, because we won't be able to do anything without each other.
Yeah, I think it's also just, it's been really cool to watch the project, I don't even know if we should be calling it project, but just this journey unfold. We really just started with an idea of, cool, let's just learn. Cool, now we need to set a curriculum, and we thought we'd use a time where we actually couldn't be together and we couldn't physically meet, and we thought, okay, well we're all learning how to just adapt to this digital environment a little bit more. Let's pivot SIYATHETHA, well, not really pivot, let's create SIYATHETHA in this environment that exists purely online. And it's been so beautiful to see how Mama's just embraced learning the new technology. She's so savvy with her laptop now, and logging on and teaching a lesson online. And so just to see that unfold, the education that's happened for Mama with sort of on the technology side, and then I think for me personally, and maybe a little bit for Ish, I think we just learn further more about the disparity that exists as we try to bridge gaps of access, which we had to do in this even just getting to the pilot phase. And so yeah, we were just so blessed and so encouraged by people's even just, I guess, just willingness to want to partner and help us get Mama set up with an internet connection, with a laptop, and having like the ebook good to go. And it's just been such an amazing journey. And yeah, so how does SIYATHETHA make lives better? I think it's in all of these, just in all of these facets that we see just a really just beautiful and dignified picture coming to people, and that they get to use what's sort of like integral in them to not only just generate income, to have an income, but to find dignity and live a life that is meaningful for them.
For sure. And shout out to all the people who partnered with us last year with our cricket collections. We are so thankful, because without you guys, we wouldn't have been able to get Mama the laptop, the beautiful laptop that she's been using, the internet access, etc., etc. So thank you for your seed and for your willingness. It's gone a long way, and it will continue to go a long way. Hey, Mama?
Yes, and I also want to thank you, girls, about giving me that confidence to sit in front of my laptop and do the job online. And I can't say COVID-19, just COVID-19 changed our lives also.
Yes,
changed
absolutely.
our lives in different ways.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Firstly, Mama is a natural teacher. I'll never forget that first class I took, because Rush joined us. For those who don't know, he's my husband, and so we obviously share a house. So he was in one part of the house and I was in the other, and it was so incredible to see us all in our little Zoom boxes on online. Mama was incredible, even though we had some internet problems. It's fine, we've problem solved that. But she, like, just learning from scratch, learning how to pronounce the different clicks, the alphabet, counting, greeting. It's just been so enriching because it's an incredibly beautiful language with rich, deep meaning. I remember when Mama and I have our curriculum meetings, sometimes I'll ask her something in English, she's like, it doesn't, I can't like accurately, like in isiXhosa, like express what you're trying to ask me. I feel like it's a deeper language which everyone should be learning. So I have enjoyed it. You also need to have commitment and be in class. But one more thing I'm going to say before I pass on. I love, and this is why we want everyone to join, Zoom is an incredible place to learn a language. Let me tell you why. Because you mute your mic and you practice, because our format that we do is Mama will lead and introduce words and explain what things are, and then each person has an opportunity to practice. But while your friends are practicing, and you'll probably be laughing at them, which is what we do, you mute yourself and you practice the words, and it's incredible, because in a class sitting around, if we're in the space together physically, you wouldn't be able to do that. You'd have to be like, I'm Nancy or something, but now you can practice with confidence, and so that's why you guys should join for sure.
Yeah, I also will add that I love to have fun at sort of, I try to have fun with sort of everything that I'm doing, and these classes were really fun. We were a group of friends who did it, who sort of did the pilot phase together, and it was so much fun to just pack out laughing when everybody just messed up, and Mama would say, no, that is wrong, try it again, do it again. Really was so much fun to just have this time, and really special, just some time with your friends. And so yeah, that was even just a takeaway for me, was spending time with friends and people who were sort of dear to me, learning this beautiful language, and sort of making a fool out of ourselves as we were doing it until we got it right.
Can I just say something? I'm glad that you said fun. For those who don't know, we learn this in education school. When you have fun, that's when the most learning takes place. So when you're sitting, you think about, like, maybe you were in maths class. I always go back to maths because I hated maths. It's so boring. You are flippant falling asleep. Are you learning anything? No. Think about the classes where the teacher was fun, where it was engaging. That's when the most learning takes place. So that's why you must come join. Have fun and learn. Hey, Mama?
And the other thing that I would love the people to know, my class is very quick learners.
Yes.
I just say, Tata, they just pick up the words so easy. It's very, and Calvin, I always fight with him because he always just said the wrong words. But just always saying to Rashid, wow.
Rashid is the star of the show,
Because he's the
guys.
star of the class. Yes. He pick up so quickly, and Nomti, she's struggling. She tries, keep it on, and she repeat it. I just take one, and Nosipo just say, no, Mama, you are so too much to Nomti. Anyway, they are quick learners. I'm happy with them. I don't have a difficult job with them. They just take all the lessons quick, and then the job is just moving so nice and easy.
Amazing. The course is an 8-week, it's a conversational course. So the goal is for you to be able to have different conversations. I'm not going to give too much away because you have to come join. But we've set it up in 2-week cycles within the 8 weeks, and in a thematic cycle as well. So you'll comfortably be able to speak to hold a conversation in different contexts. So that's the gist of it. We set an hour, but give yourself an hour and a half. We will have on the Jumpstart website, we will have supplementary educational materials for you, which are brilliant. So even in between so it will be weekly classes once a week over 8 weeks. You will have access to, every week we'll unlock it, like unlocking once you've done the course. the day that you do, whenever your class is, we'll unlock the course, and then you can, not the course, sorry, the materials, and then you can practice, and prepare for the next week. Like we said, learning needs to be fun, so we'd encourage you to bring a friend with friends. If you can gather a group of friends, no more than 6 people. We don't want the classes to be big because we want it to still be meaningful and everyone to be able to engage. 6 is the most, and then we also offer, Mama will be very happy to do one-on-one classes with people, but the pricing will be slightly different. But we will advertise that on the website and on social media closer to the time. Okay, cool.
SIYATHETA is for everyone. From the person sort of like, if you've had a little bit of exposure to the language, maybe you did a few like years of it in school, or if you absolutely have no experience at all with the language, this is definitely a space for you to learn in a really like non-pressured, fun environment. So you might not walk away being able to, you know, write your thesis in isiXhosa, but you will walk away being able to hold a conversation. And I think it's sort of impossible to walk around in number one in Cape Town, but in the sort of the greater South Africa, and not be exposed to someone who speaks an African language. And so SIYATHETA is for everyone who lives in South Africa and beyond, yes, and beyond. Who wants a little bit more exposure to the language. And I'd also say, just you want some extra confidence in holding conversations in different spaces, in being able to converse with people just in their own language, even if it's in the smaller things that we get to say. But I think it's the confidence, number one, is because sometimes I'm like, I have to say this sentence and I have to like psych myself up, and then I get there and I'm like, molo. And so SIYATHETA really is for everyone, whether you've had a little bit of exposure or none at all. Yes, it's for you.
Mama, who do you think SIYATHETA is for?
SIYATHETA is good to put yourself like you can fit everywhere you go. You don't feel small, you are meeting the people. You don't feel like you can't ask anything from the people if maybe you're walking in a mall or you are driving in the area you don't know. So if you are in a SIYATHETA classes, you feel free to ask anyone in the shops. You can ask anything to the cashiers in Xhosa because you are just in these classes of SIYATHETA.
Yes.
So you can sign up for SIYATHETA on the Jumpstart website. There'll be a dedicated page on the website in sort of the top line navigation, and you can find out all the course details and book your sort of your slot for it. And yeah, you're signed up and ready to go.
This is so exciting to me. I really see firstly, within every pocket of language, beyond just having one teacher, we'll have multiple teachers. And that the early teachers, I imagine Mama Mvui eventually taking on a role where she will help train the new teachers that come on. To have every language offered, official and unofficial, because we must never forget that there are very real Khoi and San languages that are not classified as official languages, but have informed isiXhosa, you know. And there's an entanglement in that. So to offer literally every South African language under the sun, I guess except English and Afrikaans. Most people can speak that, right? It's time that we make sure that everyone can learn. So Sotho, Zulu, everyone, and then within those pockets have teachers who can earn an income online. So SIYATHETA means we are talking. So we, that's a collective noun, right? We are talking. And until we can get to a place as South Africans where we can all comfortably speak each other's languages, I think we will continue to struggle. I know it won't solve all problems, but language is a means of communication. It's a means to show respect. It's a means to converse, obviously. So the more South Africans who consciously make the effort to learn more languages, we need to honestly be a multilingual nation, because a lot of people are multilingual in South Africa. But the way that I see SIYATHETA being able to branch out into all the other languages, because the way that we've set up the curriculum, it's easy to replicate it and to adapt it to suit different languages because of how we've set it up. And so I think in that regard, it will be easy to, well, not easy, it won't be as challenging to branch out quite quickly as we see more people joining and there's a demand for more languages. Then we'll do that, and hopefully we can have a massive, I don't know it's not a company, what would it be called? Like a massive online teaching platform in the next 5 years where people can, Mama will eventually head up a department and be leading the isiXhosa side and wouldn't have to work as a domestic worker anymore. And move closer to us. No, really, it's not a pipeline vision or dream. It's a real thing that I think we can, if we partner together, we can make it happen, we can make it work. I said earlier that I love journeying with people who have the audacity to believe that they can change the world. And so let's not be dead weight, let's actually change the world. Yeah.
So at Jumpstart, we have defined entrepreneurship as make lives better. We really believe that sort of where there's a problem that a business or an idea, an organization can be birthed to solve that. And it's this entrepreneurship mindset of seeing a gap and really acting on it to close that gap or to solve that problem. And so how the story of SIYATHETA fits into the story of Jumpstart, we believe it fits in very, very snugly. That we've seen this gap and this problem. Number one, we live in a country that is ridden with socioeconomic ills and travesties, and I think there's a responsibility on all of us to do what we can to use our resources, which is not only financial resources, it's our educational resources, it's our our human capital, and being able to pull people into different sort of projects and dreams and ideas, and so we believe that there's really a responsibility on all of us to be actively taking steps to close gaps of inequality. And so number one, there's that exists, and Ash spoke to just to the fact of until we can speak in a language that we all understand, and be in a sort of the room together, and we there's a common understanding that I have come and I have put effort into learning how to speak your mother tongue, and you have put effort into learning how to speak my mother tongue. What a respectful and dignified way to start any relationship, whatever the nature of the relationship may be. And so Jumpstart and SIYATHETA, at Jumpstart we really believe that SIYATHETA is we almost say our flagship entrepreneurship program, where the heart of entrepreneurship is really lived out, in that we've seen this gap and we've pulled together sort of every conceivable resource we can sort of think of and get our hands on to see these gaps, these gaps close. So we not only believe that it's a tool for job creation, which is so needed to stimulate our economy and put disposable income in the hands of people, but also that it dignifies all people who are part of the journey, and what is more beautiful than that. And so yes, that's how it fits in. It's because it's making lives better for people and for everyone.
Well, we will see you when we start, and we are excited to host you. I know Mama's super ready to meet our new students, so please just make the effort to gather your friends, gather your family, wherever. We will accommodate you within. Obviously Mama's still working full-time, but the idea is that this will become a full-time job, but please just plug in, stay connected on the page. There are constantly projects, masterclasses, alles going on, so stay plugged in, stay connected, and be part of the solution. It sounds cliche, but it really is a anything. Be part of the solution. Not only will you upskill yourself and make yourself more comfortable speaking isiXhosa, but you will actually be helping with job creation and helping our collective dream grow into a big, beautiful human being baby. Like a big thing. So we can't do it without you, and you can't do it without us. So let's partner. Awesome.
Awesome. Cool.
Bye.
Siyabulela.
Siyabulela.